Leading local tonight, one organization is trying to make it easier for those who use cannabis to get it.
Adrian Oglesby joins us in the studio now. Adrian, tell us about this group and the specifics of their plan.
Nicholas and Brooke, the North Dakota Cannabis Caucus, a patient-driven political action committee, has the mission of allowing citizens to grow cannabis without fear of government authority in their own homes. In the state, there are currently 8 dispensaries. Committee member and sponsor Rebecca Moorhead says, though this may seem like a lot for North Dakota, accessibility is still an issue.
I don't have a driver's license because of my illness. I have spinal fever, so it's rather dangerous sometimes for me to be out on the road. To have to go through that. You know, and I know that I'm not the only one, and I know that there are so many people in this state who live even further away from a dispensary.
Moorhead also went on to say that after finding a ride to the dispensary, she still risks running into the problem of them not having the strand of cannabis she needs. A member of the committee and of the Freedom of Cannabis Act, Dustin Pyers, says that after the failed attempts in the past years to allow people with medical needs to grow their own cannabis, they are not giving up. He says in 2019 they went to the Capitol where he first met Rebecca and others. They spoke to lawmakers directly and were successful in getting the list of illnesses expanded that cannabis can assist.
So what we're doing now is bringing it down to a statutory law. We will still circulate the Freedom of Cannabis Act in its form. And now what we have done is we've looked into the North Dakota criminalization laws and found that a ½ ounce of cannabis is up to $1,000 fine. So what we're going to do is change those fines to 0, increase the amounts to reflect closer to the medical program, and then also allow people to grow.
Pyers says they are not looking to set up tax regulations or commercial sales. He says pushing this through will free up jail and law enforcement resources.
So Adrian, what's next?
Nicholas, in the coming weeks, they plan to introduce the newest changes they want to see in the Freedom of Cannabis Act. He says the goal is not to have dispensaries on every corner, but to create accessibilities and be compassionate to those who need it for medical purposes.
Okay, Adrian, we know you'll continue following the story. Thank you.